He's on tropical Merfolk.
Or right. Just blue. Yes. I just prefer to call it blue-green, but...
Okay.
It's
has more of a ring to it, though.
I do believe both players are currently 1-1 and 0.
Okay. They are... Claypole is in third, though, right?
He could be. I didn't pay that much attention.
Okay.
Get this that off. And scoreboard, we are on... Claypole's on the left. Tyler on blue-green.
Versus Earth Poison.
All right. Versus then Fedorko. Black-white. Tokens.
Nice.
And...
Do you know which black-white version he's running? With, like, Soren and stuff?
Yes. I do believe that's what he's on.
Okay.
He's playing about a pretty stock tokens list.
I don't like the Liliana in the token list that you see floating around sometimes.
So, I didn't at first, but then whenever I had somebody play it against me, and then they also played Heart of Quran, and they're like, all right, we're going to uptick, we'll build this card a card, then I'll remove this one counter, crew my heart, hit you. And then they did it with Gideon Ally of Zendikar, so like, all right, uptick, make him into a creature, crew, attack you for 9, I think. I was like, dang, dude.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
So you think he definitely takes the Aether Vial here, right? I think he has 2 Harbingers in hand.
I mean, if it's an Aether Vial versus anything else, you probably do it, especially if Tyler hasn't gotten to do anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take that, because then he has the 2 Harbingers and then the new blue-green Lord.
Oh, he's running the blue-green Lord?
Yep.
I don't like it that much. I feel like it takes away his spot.
It takes away his Mirror Readry slot, I do believe, and I really don't like that, because I think Mirror Readry is one of the best cards, one of your best Lords.
It's one of those things where if you play it, then you play Merfolk, you can untap your 8th Vial, play another one.
Yep.
And just combo off a little bit.
We
might want to get that. Yeah.
Stop. Start. We're back. They have roughly 50 minutes. And let's see, Evan is at 15. I do think... who do you like in this match?
He just fetched for... Oh, that's fine. Yeah, he's still at 15. I feel like, depending if he were to kept a different hand, I feel like Merfolk would outrace black-white tokens.
So this is one of the interesting ones where, like, every time I've ever played against black-white tokens...
Oh, he just played Bitter Blossom.
Playing a creature deck is really hard against black-white tokens.
Yeah.
Most of their tokens are expendable, so they have no problem using, like, a Damnation or something to get rid of everything, because they can rebuild pretty quick, and creature decks can't. So, like, playing Elves, I'm like, all right, I'm, like, you're an aggressive deck, but through Hand Disruption, Fatal Push, and everything, black-white tokens can pretty easily disrupt that.
How do you feel about playing Kamina Speaker over the Lord on this turn? It doesn't seem very mana efficient, does it?
I like it just because it sets you up to do more damage later.
Okay.
It also wants to bait out a kill spell over. You'd rather have your 1-drop get killed rather than your Lord. You know both are going to resolve because he has the Cavern down. So, like I said, as long as it is like against the tokens or the black-white, like Pox decks or things like that, like creature decks are really hard to beat. Or it's really hard for a creature deck to win these matches sometimes.
Yeah. So it looks like he's just going to end up having blockers for days with the Bitter Blossom.
It definitely looks that way unless he somehow finds a way to, like, if he finds the Spreading Seas or anything like that.
I like the whole, okay.
Yeah, it's a Fatal Push.
I like the whole idea of Celis Persecution in this deck, too. Because then you get a lot of trades.
You can get a lot of trades, and you can get a lot of big life swings.
Now, is he playing Sorin Solemn Visitor, do you think?
Yeah, I do believe he is. I'm pretty sure he's playing the Sorensen Visitor in here. He's also playing Legion's Landing.
Okay.
Because he had talked to me about that before it came up. He's like, I don't have any...
Auriac Champion's pretty good.
I do have to look up everything for Auriac Champion.
It's protection from red and black. Gains a life when a creature enters the battlefield.
Okay.
But it's not too good against Merfolk. But against a lot of the meta game here, it doesn't get bolted. It doesn't get fatal pushed.
The only way you can really deal with it is like you kill off the... You'd have like Liliana it or something. Liliana it away. Alright, and there we finally see the Mistbinder or whatever it's called. I don't remember the full name of it. It is just Merfolk Mistbinder.
Okay. Very basic name.
I had the difficult part down. Evan dropping to 12 from his Bitter Blossom. The other one that I've seen is in some shadow lists are even playing Bitter Blossom on their sideboard.
Yes. Yeah. Because if you discard it too, if it's not needed, you get
There's
a tribal
and enchantment, which are the two hardest types to get in your yard.
Yes. And it's really good against aggro matchups because then you can just spit out blockers. So
Getting in for one.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta take that damage where you can. That's the one benefit of playing Merfolk is, or at least the mono blue Merfolk is, you really don't have to deal any damage to yourself.
I really like the Auriac Champion here too, though, because all his tokens cancel out now. Like he doesn't lose life or gain life from them.
Yep, that's true. I forgot about that.
And then also, Merfolk likes to spit out a whole bunch of creatures at one time too.
Merfolk does do that. With the blue-green list, they have cut the Master of Waves.
Okay.
So
makes sense.
Yeah, you cut the Master Waves, you drop your curve, and you make it more aggressive. Heck, maybe I'll hit Claypole up and borrow Merfolk, but I'll play mono blue.
Yeah, I don't like the blue-green list too much. I like it more when it has Mirror Readery in it.
I like Mirror Readery too much to give it up. And, I really like the idea of playing Phantasmal Image right now. There are a lot of decks where, you can get some good Phantasmal Images. Funny story, though, with Phantasmal Image. I played against Tyler. And I played,
I wonder if he's going to hit the triggers on these Auriac Champions, because he gets double. I don't think it's a May either.
If it's not a May, then it is a error for both sides to maintain board state. Whenever another creature comes into play, you may gain one. Oh,
Okay,
it is a May.
You may gain. Okay.
Yep.
It still kind of sucks that he missed these triggers, though.
Oh, it looks like Tyler's pointing those triggers out to him, though. We are here at FNM. It's casual It's casual REL, so you do that. But I'm playing against Claypole. I'm playing Jun Shadow, and he plays a Phantasmal Image, copying my Death Shadow when he's at 20 life.
He just went down to 10.
He attacked with the Mistbinder.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. And he copied your what?
He copies my Death Shadow, and he's sitting at 20 life.
Oh.
And I was like, that's fine. And he's sitting there like, how big is it? And I was like, it's dead. And he's like, why? And I was like, gets negative X, or X is your life total, and you're sitting at 20.
This is what I like right here. The Soren Solemn Visitor. So
Yep.
now he could get in with a whole bunch of damage.
And do a big life swing.
Get 4 life, I believe, if he swings them with both his
Well,
tokens.
no, Soren gets +1/+. Oh, yeah, gain 4 if he swings with both tokens.
But one of the token has sickness, right?
Yeah. Or just gain 2. Gain 2, your opponent loses 2. That's a 4-point life swing, so. And you still have defense against your Soren. The other good one is, even if they have Island Block, if they attack a Planeswalker, you can still block with a creature. So, looks like. Alright, we're gonna see another Harbinger, bounce the other token.
Okay.
And, alright, Evan gaining that life.
So are you a fan of dropping both the Aether Vials and keeping up no bluffs?
Yeah. The later the game goes, the better these vials are going to be. Just because you can do... They're really good at the beginning, but they're also really good late because then you can start interacting at the end of turn.
So let's see if Evan knows that he can block these Merfolk if they come at Soren. It looks like
he probably does. Claypole probably explains it. If we know Tyler well enough and whatnot, and Evan. I don't know if you've ever talked to Evan or anything like that, but Evan's a good guy. So I wouldn't be surprised if he explains that to him that he can block.
Okay.
But he'd rather not give up anything. Want to give up stuff if you don't have to.
Decent all three in at him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Claypole really wants that Soren off the table because if he allows it to stick around, then that's another 2 in the air. It's 2 in the air, and it puts up a really good defense that is really hard for Claypole to make it through.
Right. Oh, he's going to path the Lord here. That's pretty good.
Even if Claypole didn't play both vials, I like playing a vial on that turn.
It'll be very mana efficient.
It'd be efficient, and it represents that you have let's see if there's asking about
probably which Lord effects were on the play. Or probably asking if it gives it to itself.
It could be. I was thinking more along the lines of if he had blocked the Mistbinder with a token and then kills that Lord, it kills off the Mistbinder too. Okay. But no, we're past that. That's what it looked more like. I was like, I didn't think he had blocked anything. But I like playing the vial there just because it gets them out of your hand. Sure, you're not bluffing anything, but you're also not really...
It's a dismember. But it doesn't hit Oriok.
It doesn't. He can't target that.
Let's see if he picks up on it.
Claypole's probably saying, I didn't play back.
Oh, I think he's pointing it out.
Yep.
We have Wyatt down there discussing what's going on. Yeah, so Dismember is a black spell, even though it only calls for Phyrexian mana. So even if you pay no life for it, the spell should have fizzled. But because it is casual, I believe it is going back to his hand. Oriok Champion has protection from black, so she can't be the target of Dismember. Okay, so he's just going to hit the untapped token here. And probably swing in with his team. How'd he take it?
What?
How'd he take it?
Both players thought it was a colorless spell.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, nah. No, it's not, guys.
Okay, I like this block here with the Shambling Vent. I think Tyler completely overlooked it.
So yeah, Tyler just instead opted to kill off one of the fairy rogue blockers.
Mm-hmm. And now Evan's gonna gain some life because Shambling Vent has lifelink.
Yep, 2/3 with lifelink. So
I think that was a big misplay on Tyler's part. I'm sure if he'd known about the Shambling Event, he wouldn't have swung in. Oh.
Well, there's Intangible Virtue, so now his tokens have +1/+1 and Vigilance.
That is pretty good.
I do believe. Fortunately, I can look all these things up over here on the left. Creature tokens you control have +1/+1 and lifelink. Fun fact, that card is banned in Innistrad block constructed.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I thought it was really funny. It's a really strong card.
That and Lingering Souls.
Linger? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Makes sense. So, he's gonna have the land come in shot, and he has nothing in hand? Oh, for the Shambling Event. That's
yep.
Right. Okay. I like that Spreading Seas.
Well, get out of here, Shambling Vents.
Yep.
You're an island now. Claypole draws a Lord. Oh, Lord.
And they all have Island Walk now.
Yep. So that's 6 damage.
Ooh.
1 short. Unfortunately, let's see. And he has 2, 4, 6 on backswing.
Yeah. But.
So we have Evan dipping to 1 life. Oh, man. This is a lot closer than I was expecting.
Yeah. So I don't think he's going to get there. Because I'm not sure what he drew into.
Unless it's another intangible virtue.
Yeah. If it's a path, I really like it. Or a kill spell.
Yeah, kill spell or path's fine.
Or a Sorin. A Sorin would be decent.
Or damnation.
Mm-hmm.
Damnation would be fine. Any of these things would be fine. But the way Evan is tapping the table says there's none of these things. Spectral procession.
That's not good because they all have Island Walk.
Yep.
So I think that's going to be game.
It's not going to stop much. He's just going to have 3 vigilante
spirit tokens.
2/2 ghosty boys.
So I wonder if he realizes that they have Island Walk.
He probably does. Obviously, he would have blocked last turn.
True.
Claypole falls to
1.
That one rogue couldn't attack, but the salvagers could. But
yeah,
it's irrelevant here because Claypole just wraps this game up right now.
Yep.
If it would have been relevant, I'd actually gone down like, hey, like that guy can't attack. But it was an irrelevant error. And Claypole is not 200 life. And Evan is not 200 life. Save. And we go to game 2. The score is currently 1-0 on Claypole.
I'm surprised he got there.
I am too.
I really like Echoing Truce. I'm not sure if he has it in his sideboard, but it would be really good. Because he can...
I'm pretty sure he does. I think it is.
Okay. Spell Pierces might be decent too.
Spell Pierce will be fine for the very beginning. Claypole's going to be on the draw. So...
He could hit like a...
You're going to want to head to like the...
Turn 2 Intangible Virtue or something like that.
Like, yeah, you're going to want to hit the Intangible Virtue or something.
He's taking out Aether Vials.
I don't understand that one.
Me either. Was that Smuggler's Copter? He snuck out of there?
A Dismember. Alright, I understand
sense.
Dismember. That one makes sense because you're not going to do much. I don't understand taking out Vials. 1 Vial, 1 Copter, 2... Alright, 1 Vial's okay. He's thinking on that Vial, I think. Alright, no, he doesn't want that. 2 Dismember, the Vial.
So he's bringing the Spell Pierces. Were those Echoing Truce?
No, those were Natural State. Which I don't think... Tyler. I think he thinks that Natural States... they only hit artifacts. I do believe. Unless I'm thinking... Yeah, Natural State hits artifacts only. Oh, no, it doesn't. Destroyed artifact or enchantment. I was thinking the one from Amonkhet with cycling.
Yeah.
That hits only artifacts. Alright, never mind. Sorry, Tyler. Yeah, so you can hit the Intangible Virtues or the Bitter Blossoms with it. So I like that.
It's funny how much stuff from Omnicat's actually appearing in Modern now. Like, even, like, small stuff. Like,
another card I'm surprised. It's like of how good it is in Standard. I would not be surprised to see like Scarab God start seeing play somewhere in Modern.
Like some controlling matchups or something like that.
Yeah, like I guess the biggest thing with it is running up against a Path of Exile.
Okay.
So like that's the reason a lot of the gods, like all the Theros gods, while they're amazing to have, they're not aren't well represented in Modern because Path of Exile.
Yeah.
The only real god that sees play of the Theros and Amonkhet is Hazret the Fervent.
Okay.
And it sees some play. I've seen it in Affinity lists in the sideboard. Shadow lists and play in the sideboard every now and then. I would actually play one in my Jund lists, except I don't own one. So.
But there's also like Sweltering Suns. That's really good because it's a cycle for decks that don't need it. In Valley Cut, it's played in the main board. And it took up the space of Anger of the Gods.
Yep.
And it's a lot better because a lot of matchups it could be just a dead draw. You get a card out
and
of
you
it.
still get to get something out of it. What other top decks are what other Amon Cat cards are there we can, or at least of the more recent
As
blocks?
foretold,
As Foretold, not as popular, but yeah, seeing playing the
Living In deck.
Yep.
The Restore Balance deck.
Nobody plays that deck. Stop talking.
Hey, I would play the deck if I had the cards.
I would too. I would consider it, but let's see. Modern. Let me pull this up. Looks like nothing crazy new.
There's Unclaimed Territory, but that's Ixalan?
Oh, we missed one of the biggest one from Ixalan. The enchantment that everyone's playing.
Oh, Search for
Azcanta. Yep. That
That's
one's huge right now. For good reason.
Yeah.
I don't. Have you seen any of the matches where at least the control matches where once Azcanta flips, once you go to late game, there's the amount of card advantage that card gives the control player is absurd.
I was watching a SCG coverage.
Okay.
And the guy had Search for Azcanta out. And he flips it, but doesn't realize his opponent had a Ghost Quarter out. As soon as he flips it, the guy Ghost Quarters it.
Okay.
So, I mean, there is that fact that once it's flipped, it is a land.
It is a land, which is real awkward.
Yeah. In Modern, I feel like lands are easier to deal with than enchantments most times. Because you have decks now playing, what is that, Field of Ruins?
Yep. Field of Ruin over sometimes being played over the Ghost Quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And the bigger thing you're saying with enchantments starting to go away, we really see a change in even the old Jund decks played 3 abrupt decays and stuff.
Okay.
We're seeing 1, 2 abrupt decays. Really trimming down on abrupt decays now. Which I'm still a big fan of the abrupt decay, especially with the growth of control and stuff.
Even though it's not an Omnicat, I like how Marduk Pyromancer is playing the Bedlam Revelers now.
Oh yeah, from Eldritch. Opt.
Yeah, opt.
Simply opt. I frankly didn't expect to see as much play as it is.
Well, it's really good in Storm decks and stuff too.
Storm deck, yeah. We'll get back to coverage now. We'll get back in this game.
Yeah.
Claypole playing the Silver Gill Adept.
I really like the art on that.
Yeah, the new promo, they did a really good job on the promo, or for the open house promo.
Yeah. So he has a Lingering Souls in his graveyard, so he can flash that back.
Yep. And then it looks like a Sorin in hand. So I wouldn't. Yeah, all right.
I would have went for the Sorin and try to get in with the 4.
Or we just make tokens, and then we get in for 8 next turn.
True.
And let's get these life totals updated. Not really too much has happened, but scoreboard. Claypole is now at 18. Save that. And Claypole drawing a Lord.
That's pretty decent with the spreading she's on his Shambling Vents.
Harbinger looks like, yep. No, it's not Harbinger. That's a new card.
No, that's Harbinger. I think it's just foil, so it looks weird.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
He has 2.
2 of them.
But he's going to miss the trigger on the... Okay, never mind.
And...
So he's going to go down here.
I don't hate this because Claypole is going to have Lord next turn, at least 1 Lord, and be able to have 9 unblockable next turn.
That's ridiculous.
And if he has 2 Lords, he's going to have...
12
unblockable.
He has a Master of the Pearl Trident in hand, too.
Oh, he does have the Master as well, so he has 2 Lords, so he can have 12 unblocked. Yep.
He has 3 Lords. So the turn after that, it's just lethal.
And I think the last card in his hand might be a Mutavault.
Okay.
Yep. So next turn he has...
He has a Natural State in hand.
Yep. Okay. For the Intangible Virtue.
Yeah.
Which is what we're talking about. Claypole's really set up to win this game, honestly, right now.
If he doesn't get some token generation with Sorin out to have this life gain against these Merfolk, it's going to be bad. I don't like the path for the Harbinger here. I would have much have liked for him to play the Lord Well, he couldn't have known that
100%.
there was a lord in there, but path it, and then I'm not sure how it responds, but do they lose Island Walk in middle of combat?
Yes. You would have to do it before combat or before blockers are declared.
Okay.
So Tyler declares his attackers, path it, then you so you declare
You blow
attacker,
'em out.
move to declare blocker step, path, move to declare blocker step, block.
Okay. Yeah, because he could trade with the Civil Gale Adept here with 1 token, and that doesn't seem like a bad trade whatsoever.
It looks like he pathed at the end of turn, so it's not like he occupied his main phase, so he can still play, or he has the
Is that collective brutality?
brutality. I like the brutality of kill Harbinger, look at your hand. Then you get to make him discard the natural state that's in his hand. And I think this is what Evan's going to go for.
Okay.
And he's going to discard something, maybe another Souls or
a land. Probably a land.
Looks like the Concealed Courtyard.
I would even like him discarding 2 extra ones to get the other escalate.
So you can kill something, look at your hand, and gain 2.
Yep. And deal 2 to the opponent too, I believe.
Yeah, you drain for 2. So you probably take out the Harbinger. Yep. And now Tyler's next turn that was 12 is only going to be for 4.
Oh, actually, collective brutality only takes
Instants or sorceries.
yes.
So you could take the natural state. So you still had a viable thing. I can understand
So he did what? Drain, kill.
drain and kill,
Okay.
which makes sense. The likelihood of actually hitting an instant or sorcery is like
Extremely low.
3.
Oh, he could have got the natural state.
That's what I was saying.
No.
But even after sideboarding, to hit 3 cards out of 60, the likelihood of actually hitting it isn't that likely.
Yeah.
So, Lord, I have more. Here's another one.
And another.
And a Curse Catcher, I think. He could play the Curse Catcher or just represent have natural state up.
Oh, okay. Oh, because they're both double blue mana, so he can't cast the.
He can't cast the 3rd Lord this turn. So we're just gonna make the attack for 4. Casual 4 next turn comes in for 4 4 4 4 5 5 or 5 4. So 8 13 next turn, and then the Mutavault.
Yeah,
So
he'll
Mutavault's
definitely
gonna
have
be
it.
another 5, so it'll be 18.
So even with the Sorin activation here.
Even Sorin activation makes Evan still pretty dead.
Now, does Sorin have a kill part of it?
No, it makes a token.
Okay.
It buffs your tokens, or it.
No one ever gets to the ulti. Anyway.
Nobody ever ultimates it. I mean, I'm sure I saw it ulted in standard at some point. Let me see.
I think his ulti is pretty good.
I think he gets.
It's not Nemesis. It's Sullen Visitor.
Sullen Visitor, thank you. I did get to see a Grim Nemesis ultimate before.
Oh, really?
Yep. It was great. It was one of the funniest moments I've ever seen played. You get an emblem that says that at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player sacks a creature.
Okay.
That's not. Well, that's pretty good here. But, no, so what happened was Kazu was playing against somebody playing. What was he playing? Some type of. He had Liliana in his deck. I'm trying to remember what the rest of the deck was. I think it was like a Mardu or something. Maybe Esper.
Okay.
No, it was black white tokens. It was standard black white.
Okay.
And like Heart of Clearance and stuff. And like he lets this Liliana Last Hope ultimate. So now he's like making all these tokens. And you know, his opponent's like, oh man, this is gonna go for a long time. And Cosmos looks and goes, nah, no it's not. And goes, untap, fumigate.
Okay.
Go up to 40 life. Ultimate Sorin Grim Nemesis. Do you know what the ultimate is Grim Nemesis is?
No, I do not.
You put a 1/1 vampire token with flying on the field where X is your life total.
Wow.
Put 41 tokens, kill them next turn.
Dang.
It was great. It was easily one of the better standard matches I'd seen for a while. Alright.
Oh, he has that Selfless Spirit, right? Give all his creatures indestructible.
Yep.
That's a really good card. It's played in all the green-white aggro list. It's played in Kiki Chord.
He's playing elves.
Yeah.
But it's not going to matter because Claypole's going to have exactly 18 here. Assuming he adds damage correctly.
So he has 3 lords out. So
3 lords. So
4, 8, 12, 16?
It's exactly 18.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Wait, no.
Please attack with the other. If Master and Master are both 4, and then Silvergale and Mutavault are both 5.
Okay, yeah, because they have
So it's exactly 18.
Yeah, okay.
And it looks like I think Ethan's down there is currently adding up all the damage to make sure that it's exactly 18. Yep. And there's a handshake.
That was a good game.
It was.
So we'll probably, see Claypole versus Sean? Maybe next round?
Maybe. Hopefully we do have a Lantern player. Not gonna lie. I do enjoy watching Lantern play.
You ever won the worst time for people?
I do.
Oh, did you just see what Tyler did?
What? I didn't see it. I was looking away. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, we were both looking away whenever he did that.
I mean, I was. You saw it.
I didn't see anything.
Bad format. Nice.
But
I would, if it's Claypole versus Lantern, I would love to have that up here. I know Claypole hates the matchup, so it'd be entertaining for me.
I think everyone hates the matchup.
I don't hate it.
I don't think there's a good matchup. Like, you have to go fast. Like, super fast.
I was talking to Carlos about this. Like, the Black-Green X, like, either Abzan or Jones, they're both not that great because Maelstrom Pulses, Abrupt Decay, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like, that's good. Whenever he played it here, I was playing with Jones Shadow, and, like, game 1 felt really hard. After that, like, games 2 and 3, like, Ancient Grudge, I've never played a deck that it feels so great against.
Okay.
Like, even through, like, because the flashbacks are really relevant, because even through, like, Welding Jar, Welding Jar and Snaring Bridge was just like, all right, Shatter, all right, I'll regenerate, all right, flashback, Shatter again.
I'm a big fan of Fracturing Gust.
I am a fan of Fracturing Gust as well.
That just seems like a blowout. It's a board wipe for artifacts and enchantments.
Yep, unless they, unless they have the Welding Jar, like,
then I can only get one of them.
They'll probably protect their Ensnaring Bridge or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, like, Fracturing Gust is really good there, and makes them rebuild. But like, it didn't hit me for a while until I actually got to watch it. Like, the amount of recursion that you get from Academy Ruins and the Codex Charters and stuff. Like, even getting your stuff shattered buys them 1 to 2 turns. Destroying the Ensnaring Bridge gave me a 1-turn window to win on.
I feel like Burn would be a decent matchup against it.
The hardest thing is if they start to get, if they get set up before you kill them, they just mill over every burn spell of yours and let you draw land. Or they let you draw creatures and they have an Ensnaring Bridge. So it's a race to beat them before they get set up.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go on break now. All of our rounds have gone by pretty quickly, which is kind of wild. Which is pretty wild because we do have Burn down or Lantern downstairs, so he's either losing quickly or people understand when to concede.
Yeah.
But we'll be back.